The Kaushitaki Upanishad, a gem of ancient Indian philosophy, offers us a profound exploration of the self, consciousness, and the nature of reality. It's not just a dusty old text. It's a living conversation that invites us to engage with the deepest questions of existence. So let's dive into this fascinating work and see what wisdom it has to offer us in our modern lives. At its core, the Kaushitaki Upanishad is a dialogue between a seeker and a sage, a back and forth that embodies the spirit of inquiry. This is something we can all relate to, right? We live in an age where questions are everywhere. We scroll through our feeds, searching for answers to life's big mysteries, from the purpose of our existence to the nature of happiness. The Upanishad tells us that this quest for understanding is not new. It's been part of human experience for millennia. One of the key themes in the Upanishad is the concept of the Atman, or the self. Now, this isn't just some abstract idea, it's an invitation to look within. The text suggests that the Atman is not separate from the universe but is, in fact, the essence of everything. Imagine that the very air you breathe, the ground beneath your feet, and your own consciousness are interconnected threads of a single tapestry. This notion can be incredibly liberating. It means that your existence matters, that you are part of something much larger than yourself. But here's where it gets interesting. The Upanishad emphasizes that realizing this connection isn't just about intellectual understanding. It's about experiencing it. It's one thing to read about the Atman and nod along. It's another to truly feel that sense of oneness in your bones. This is where practices like meditation come into play. They help us peel back the layers of our conditioned minds, allowing us to experience the depth of our being. How many of us have tried meditating? At first, it can feel awkward, like sitting alone with your thoughts in a crowded room. But with practice, it can lead to moments of clarity and peace that remind us of our interconnectedness. The Kaushitaki Upanishad also engages with the idea of Brahman, the ultimate reality, the cosmic principle that underlies everything. It's like the foundation of a house. Without it, everything else collapses. The text suggests that understanding Brahman is the key to liberation. But what does that even mean in our daily lives? Well, think about it. When we get caught up in the chaos of our routines, we often forget to step back and see the bigger picture. We lose sight of our true nature, which is boundless and free. The Upanishad encourages us to reconnect with that essence, to remember that we are not just our jobs, our relationships, or our failures. We are so much more. Another fascinating aspect of the Kaushitaki Upanishad is its exploration of the individual versus the universal. It highlights the tension between our personal identities and the larger reality we are part of. In today's world, we often define ourselves by our external roles: student, employee, parent, friend. While these roles are significant, they can also become limiting. The Upanishad nudges us to look beyond these labels and recognize that our true identity is the Atman, the universal self that transcends all boundaries. Now let's talk about the idea of knowledge as presented in the Upanishad. It posits that true knowledge is not merely about accumulating information. It's about transformation. It's about the shift in perception that allows us to see the world through a different lens. In our fast-paced society, where we're bombarded with facts and figures, it's easy to lose sight of this deeper understanding. We often confuse being informed with being wise. The Upanishad reminds us that wisdom comes from inner realization and experience, not just from textbooks or online articles. You might be wondering, how do we apply these teachings in our daily lives? It starts with asking ourselves the right questions. When was the last time you paused to reflect on your purpose, or considered what truly brings you joy? The Upanishad encourages this kind of introspection. It's not about finding definitive answers, but rather about engaging in the process of inquiry. This can lead to a more authentic life, one that resonates with your true self, rather than societal expectations. Moreover, the Kaushitaki Upanishad speaks about the importance of community and relationships. It acknowledges that while the journey of self-discovery is deeply personal, it is also enriched by our connections with others. The text suggests that we are like waves on the ocean, each unique yet part of the same vast body of water. In our individual pursuits of truth, we must remember the value of sharing our experiences, supporting one another, and learning together. So, as we reflect on the teachings of the Kaushitaki Upanishad, let's embrace the idea that we are all on this journey together. Let's take the time to explore our inner landscapes, question our beliefs, and seek the deeper truths that lie beneath the surface. Let's engage with the world around us, recognizing that every interaction is an opportunity for growth and understanding. In a world that often feels fragmented, the wisdom of the Kaushitaki Upanishad reminds us of our inherent connection to each other and to the universe. It invites us to step back from the noise, to breathe, and to remember that we are not just individuals navigating life, we are part of a grand, interconnected whole. So let's carry this message forward, nurturing our own journeys while uplifting those around us, creating a ripple effect of awareness and compassion. After all, the quest for truth is not just a personal endeavor, it's a collective journey that can transform the world.